was pretty extraordinary. The president took direct aim at you in his remarks in the Rose Garden. I want our viewers to watch. Listen to this.
As soon as April, the vaccine will be available to the entire general population, with the exception of places like New York State, where, for political reasons, the governor decided to say, and I don't think it's good politically. I think it's very bad from a health standpoint, but he wants to take his time on the vaccine. He doesn't trust where the vaccine's coming from. As soon as April, the vaccine will be available to the entire...
So how do you respond to that? A personal attack going against you, threatening the people of New York State. They might not be able to get the vaccine because of comments you've made.
Yeah, well, first of all, luckily he won't be here, right? But look, what the president says is just untrue. At one time, a statement like that would almost be incredible, but with this president, it's common. Here are the facts. We trust the drug companies. Pfizer is a great New York company, actually. Regeneron is a great New York company. What the American people don't trust is President Trump. And every poll has shown, Wolf, yours included, that over half the American people are afraid that they politicize the approval process of the vaccine for political reasons during the campaign. So we're in a situation now where half the people in the country are saying, I don't know if I should trust the vaccine. A number of states, New York included, but a number of states set up a separate scientific panel that will review the FDA's approval to give people confidence in the approval process. Ours is headed by a Nobel Prize laureate to establish the credibility that they don't have in President Trump because they believe he politicized the health process. That will actually help build confidence in the vaccine, and that's what we're going to do. It will run simultaneous with his process. So as soon as the FDA approves it, we'll have our panel approve it. 7 other states will review it. And then I can say to the people of New York, I know you were dubious, but we had a separate panel review it. It's safe. Take it. Because if we have a vaccine that people don't trust, it doesn't accomplish anything anyway, Wolf.
Why do you think he singled out you for attack?
Well, first of all, I've probably been his greatest critic for 4 years, right? There have been many policies that he's put in place that I've fought. The policy at the border, putting children in cages, taking children from their mothers. And New York has issues with him. He just lost this state by a huge margin, as he would say. You have New York prosecutors who are suing him for tax fraud, and he has a possible criminal exposure there. So there are a lot of reasons, and with me, he tries to bully people. He tries to bully governors. He uses government as a retaliatory tool. And as you know, Wolf, New Yorkers are not going to get bullied. I stand up for New Yorkers, and I'm not going to let a bully push New Yorkers around, period.